It's December 26th, and Philip and I are about to run in to exchange his Lego, because he got 2 of the same one, so we're going to exchange it so he can get the next one. Kid is ridiculous. So, does anyone else have boys? Because I tell you what, they are a different breed. Alright, so we are off to do that this morning. So this is crazy. It is December 26th, and Philip and I have been outside playing catch with t-shirts on. And it's December 26th, and it's Michigan. Forgive me for my hat, because we were playing catch with a baseball, and we had to wear hats. So, it's crazy. It's really nice out. The sun is shining, and it's almost 60 degrees. This is like unprecedented for December in Michigan. It's crazy. Good morning. It's Friday, December 27th, and Abby is coming home today, and I think Philip and I are both pretty excited about that, and I'm sure Abby is excited about that as well. I haven't talked to her in a couple of days, but I'm meeting her dad this afternoon in the town that my mom lives in, because it's kind of like in between, and then we're gonna visit family today so that she can see my aunt and my grandpa who have come up from Florida, and before they go back on Sunday, and then she can see my mom, and we can do Christmas with her. So I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to having her home, and just finally being able to do Christmas with her, because it's been a little bit rough not having her around at Christmas. Phil hasn't really liked it very much either, so we're happy that she is going to be coming home. It's about 8 o'clock right now. Phil is not awake just yet. I've been up for a little while, and I'm gonna sit back down on the couch and knit a little bit more this morning before he is up and we have to get going for the day. Hi guys, so it is evening now on the 27th, and we are back home, and Abby is back home, and so that's been really good. She's got a bit of a cold, so we watched the first half of the Fellowship of the Ring, because Abby's never seen them, and so we kind of decided that we wanted to watch those together over break. And so we got through half of it, and she was just feeling really crummy, and I was like, you really should go to bed. Like, I know you want to stay up and watch the movie, but really you need to go to bed because you don't feel good. And it's okay. We've got like a whole week that we can get through the movies, so it's fine. Go to bed. So she did. She went to bed. She took some NyQuil and got in bed. And I've just been knitting really since then. Phil was doing his thing, and he's gone to bed now too. So I've just been knitting for a little bit while they were doing that, and now I think I'm gonna watch something. I'm not sure what yet, but I wanted to show you my Christmas Eve cast on. I put in the heel today. It is a heel flap and gusset as the pattern calls for. And it's in the contrasting color, and I'm really liking how these are turning out. I'm liking the contrast with the purple and kind of the evergreen color. So yeah, I really liking these. I am still working on my throw. I've slowed down a little bit because I've been working on those socks, obviously. And I'm a little bit concerned that I'm gonna end up quite short when I come to my last color, because I'm on day 24 of the advent calendar and I'm not as close to the end as I want to be. So I still have the Christmas Day color to put in. But what I was thinking, if I still have quite a ways to go and I don't want it to be all like that one color, I was thinking about maybe incorporating this color into it, because it is a Christmas Harry Potter color. It's a different dyer, obviously, and it's not part of the advent calendar, but it still is a Christmas Harry Potter color from this year. And I think that just adding that one more color will make the difference that I'm looking for. I think I need to kind of lay it out a little bit better, like lay it flat and get an idea, but that's kind of what I am thinking I will do, because I think this will work in there. So that's kind of the plan that's in my head right now. So that's it for now. I'm gonna keep knitting for a little bit longer and watch a show, and then probably go to bed myself because I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. So I will talk to you guys probably sometime tomorrow. Well, we are at the end of 2018. Today is Tuesday, December 31st, New Year's Eve, and I wanted to just kind of wrap up the year with a quick little video here at the end. I had intended on this being more of a vlog, but I haven't done a whole lot of vlogging because when Abby came home on Friday, she was feeling quite ill and had a pretty nasty cough and just in general was not feeling very well. So we haven't done anything because she hasn't felt very good, other than like go to the doctor yesterday. She has a nasty cold. It's not anything more serious like flu or pneumonia or anything. I did take her to be checked out because her coughing wasn't stopping. So we really haven't done anything. We had some plans, but they've kind of fallen through because she hasn't felt well. So we've just kind of been sitting at home. I've been doing a lot of knitting. We watched the Great British Baking Show, the latest collection that was out on Netflix because I had not watched that before. We've watched the first 2 of the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. We were supposed to go out tonight, and that's not going to happen. I am starting to feel a little unwell myself, and Philip is now a little bit stuffy too. So it hasn't really gone the way that we planned, but that's kind of been the theme of this Christmas, is it's just been weird and not really right. So I suppose it's only fitting that after Christmas continues with that theme. But I am looking forward to 2020 and a new year, and even though it'll be a difficult year in many ways, it always feels like when you're going into a new year, like maybe there's some things to look forward to. I have been, as I said, I have been knitting quite a bit. My Christmas Eve cast on, which was the Red Robin socks by Helen Stewart. I have one done, and this is it, and I really, 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 really like how this has turned out. The colorway that I'm using is the 2019 Christmas at Hogwarts from Molly of a Homespun House, and I'm using the mini that came with it for the contrasting cuff, heel, and toe. The pattern does call for using a contrasting color on the heel, so there is the heel. I did a 1x1 twisted rib for the cuff because it's my heel of choice. It was not exactly what the pattern called for, and I did a rounded toe, which was a little different also from what the pattern called for, but this is the fit that I like the best, so that's kind of what I went with. I did go with the heel flap and gusset because with my foot I can go either way, and I wanted to keep that with the pattern, and I really like quite a bit how that has turned out. The second one I am really far on as well. I'm almost done. I believe I will finish these today because I only have like 4 repeats of like the pattern and then the toe, which will easily be finished today. I had to switch my progress keeper on these. I did have the one that came with it, which was like a little Hagrid's hut, but it broke. The little pin that went into it fell off. So I'm using this one, which is a little hobbit door that my friend Amy sent me. And it's, you know, fitting and appropriate since we've been watching Lord of the Rings. So yeah, that's coming along these are coming along really well. They've gone pretty quickly. I've really been enjoying knitting on them. And I'm gonna finish those up today. My habitation throw kind of went in a bit of a timeout because I did something weird with the decreases and it wasn't quite shaping up the way that I had been expecting it. And I decided I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna rip back because it would have been a lot of ripping back. So I am on what may be my last color, but there's still quite a bit to decrease. So there is the possibility, depending on how this is looking, that I may bring this into it at the end. But I haven't decided 100% yet. This is the Christmas Day colorway that came with my Advent set. It's called Nagini. And like I said, it's just going to depend on how I'm feeling about how this is going, because it's going to be quite a bit of this green at the end. And I'm not 100% sure how I am feeling about that. But I did do something weird on some of the decreases where I thought that I was decreasing, but I don't believe I was actually decreasing. So that made me off a little bit on my rows. I'm not sure. I don't think it's that off. It might be like 10 rows off. So we're just gonna see how it's looking and how it's finishing up before I decide what I want to do with that. So that's where I am with that, and I did decide yesterday evening to start knitting on that again a little bit more. I don't know if I will finish this. I don't think I'll finish that today, but I will definitely finish these socks, which I would like to do because I have been enjoying knitting on those socks quite a bit. Since it is the end of the year, I did want to just take a minute and kind of recap what I have knit in 2019, which doesn't really seem like a lot, but if you consider that in 2019 I was a student, I'm a single parent, and I am a full-time pastor of 2 churches, this is a decent amount, I think, and I'm not gonna have a huge knitting volume unless maybe if I decide to change the way that I knit, but I'm not sure that I want to do that just yet, and retraining muscle memory is not necessarily the easiest thing to do, so I'm gonna leave things alone in that regard because I'm okay with how things have gone. So to give you a recap, in 2019 I knit 20 projects total. Like I said, that doesn't seem like a lot, but I don't have the knitting time that I used to have, so 20 projects total. I am going to count these in here because I am planning on getting these finished today, so these are going to count. I knit 10 pairs of socks, which is down a little bit from in the past. Quite a few of those socks, like half of those socks, were not for me, so it seemed like I knit less than I actually did, but when I went back and counted, I did knit 10 pair of socks. I knit 1 hat, which was the sparkling cider hat by Kristen of Woolenvine, and I really like that hat quite a bit. I knit 4 shawls, and 2 of those finished shawls were Stephen West shawls, which are not, 3 of them. 3 of the 4 shawls were Stephen West shawls, which are not small shawls by any stretch of the imagination. And then the other one was just a single skein. I knit 1 cowl. I knit a baby sweater for Abby's teacher who had a baby at the end of the year last year. And I knit 3 sweaters. So when you think about 3 sweaters, that's a bit of knitting as well. And I have really enjoyed the projects that I have been working on this year. They've all been things that just have kind of fit in well with my personality and stuff. So it's been a good knitting year. Going forward, I'm looking at probably trying to buy a little less yarn. I didn't buy a ton of yarn in 2019, but I'm gonna try to pare that down. I did get a gift card to my local yarn shop for Christmas, so I will be using that. I have a couple of sweaters that I have in mind and would like to knit, but we're just gonna kind of see how things go and knit as they will. I will probably do Helen Stewart's Shawl and Sock Society again because I just really love her designs. And if I get around to knitting them, I will. If not, they make nice additions to the library. So I think I'm probably gonna close this out here because I don't foresee myself recording anymore today. We are not going to be going anywhere because we're not feeling well and we are getting a snowstorm. It's not necessarily a ton of snow, but we got a lot of rain yesterday and the day before, and then the temperatures dropped, so it's also icy and slick. So we're gonna stay in, and I'm gonna knit. We'll probably watch some movies, and that's gonna be about it. So I want to say have a happy new year, everybody, and I hope that you guys had a really nice 2019. If you didn't, here's hoping for a better 2020. I do plan to continue the vlogcast style that I did throughout 2019, which I was pretty proud of myself. I did through the whole year, and I didn't back off of that, so I enjoyed that. That worked out really well for me and my lifestyle, so I will do that again this year. The first one will probably not come out obviously this week, but probably the following week will be the first one. And I will probably cover a few things that I maybe would have covered if we were all feeling a little bit better this week, like the progress that I've made this year on my Cozy Memories blanket and my Granny Stripe blanket. So with that being said, have a very happy and safe new year, and I will see you again in 2020. Bye.